Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Good American Family Cast and Character Guide. Hulu's true crime miniseries Good American Family features some familiar and talented actors who take on roles of real-life people in a complicated and dramatic story. Good American Family is a dramatization of the real-life case of Natalia Grace, a Ukrainian orphan who was the subject of a controversy surrounding her age. Christine and Michael Barnett adopted Natalia Grace, though they believed she was lying about her age and was actually an adult, not a child, due to her dwarfism. The Barnetts also alleged that Natalia Grace was violent and later had her legal date of birth changed from 2003 to 1989. The cast of one of Hulu's best TV shows includes some acclaimed actors who have a long history with popular television. From Ellen Pompeo, star of the long-running Grey's Anatomy, to Mark Duplass, who has appeared in some notable shows like The Morning Show, the cast of Good American Family is more than talented enough to depict Natalia Grace's story with the care and sense of justice she deserves. In fact, Good American Family's cast may just make it one of the best true crime shows out there. Actor Ellen Pompeo was born in Everett, Massachusetts. Pompeo had her breakthrough role in 2003's Old School, as well as in Ben Affleck's Daredevil. Shortly afterward, Pompeo took on her longest-running and most widely known role as Meredith Grey in Grey's Anatomy. Pompeo has starred in Grey's Anatomy for 21 seasons and over 400 episodes, though she recently became a series regular. Grey's Anatomy has also dominated Pompeo's filmography for the better part of 2 decades, and she has only appeared in Doc McStuffins, a Taylor Swift music video, and the Grey's Anatomy spin-off series, Station 19, since 2005. Character: Ellen Pompeo plays Christine Barnett in Good American Family. Christine was originally excited to have a child when she adopted Natalia Grace, though she eventually grew suspicious that Natalia Grace was lying about being a juvenile. The real Christine Barnett was charged with neglect, but those charges were dropped in 2023 via Business Insider. Actor Mark Duplass was born in New Orleans, Louisiana. Duplass had his breakthrough acting role in 2012 when he starred in Safety Not Guaranteed. However, Duplass has also done much more than acting. He's an acclaimed writer, director, and producer, and he and his brother, Jay Duplass, have created notable projects like Togetherness, Jeff, Who Lives at Home, and Room 104. As an actor, Duplass has had a recent surge in popularity due to his starring roles in shows like The Morning Show and The Mindy Project. Character: Mark Duplass plays Michael Barnett in Good American Family. Michael was originally less inclined to believe that Natalia Grace was lying about her age than his wife, Christine, but he eventually cooperated with the court cases to change her birth certificate. The real Michael Barnett separated from Christine and remarried, and he was acquitted of neglect charges in 2022 via Business Insider. Actor: Imogen Faith Reed lives in the United Kingdom. Reed's breakthrough role will be Good American Family, as it's her first time playing a named character. Reed has primarily acted as a body double on TV shows and movies like Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, The Witcher, and Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Character: Imogen Faith Reed plays Natalia Grace in Good American Family. The real Natalia Grace was born in Ukraine with a rare form of dwarfism known as spondylopiphaseal dysplasia congenita via The Independent. She was adopted by the Barnett family in 2010, and because of her dwarfism, the Barnetts believed Natalia Grace was lying about her age and was actually an adult. Good American Family follows the series of court cases and legal troubles that followed. Actor Dule Hill was born in Orange, New Jersey. Hill began his breakthrough acting role in 1999, when he took on the role of Charlie Young in The West Wing, which he played for 7 seasons. In more recent years, Hill has had a number of long-running TV show roles. He played Burton Guster on Psych for 8 seasons and 3 movies. He played Alex Williams on Suits for 3 seasons, and he starred as Bill Williams on The Wonder Years for 2 seasons. Hill has also worked as a producer on Psych. Character: Dule Hill plays Brandon Drysdale in Good American Family. Drysdale is one of the few characters not based on a real person, via TV Insider. Drysdale is a detective who investigates the Barnett family and ends up defending Natalia Grace. Soraya Blue plays Valika in Good American Family. Blue is known for the TV series I Feel Bad, where she played Amet, and the movie Blockers, where she played Marcy. Valika is one of Christine's friends. Family, a gripping limited series on Hulu, delves into the controversial and mysterious adoption of Natalia Grace, exploring the complexities of identity, perception, and morality. Premiering on March 19, 2025, the show presents a dramatized account of real-life events, offering viewers an intense psychological thriller that challenges preconceived notions. Ellen Pompeo, renowned for her iconic role as Dr. Meredith Grey in Grey's Anatomy, takes on a transformative role as Christine Barnett. In this series, she portrays a mother who, after adopting a young girl with dwarfism, becomes entangled in a web of suspicion and controversy. Pompeo's performance captures the emotional turmoil and complexity of a parent caught in an unimaginable situation. Mark Duplass plays Michael Barnett, Christine's husband, who shares in the harrowing journey of adopting and later abandoning Natalia. Duplass brings depth to the character, portraying a man grappling with conflicting emotions and the strain of a fractured family dynamic. Imogen Faith Reed steps into the role of Natalia Grace, the young girl at the center of the controversy. Reed's portrayal adds layers to the character, presenting a nuanced depiction of a child whose true age and intentions remain shrouded in mystery. Television's newest obsession is here, and it's not your typical picket fence perfect family drama. Good American Family, the biting dramedy with a warm heart and a whole lot of secrets, has arrived with a bang and a stellar ensemble cast to match. This is the show that dares to ask, what happens when the picture-perfect facade starts to crack? Here's your go-to guide to the captivating characters and the brilliant actors who bring them to life. Behind every strong family is a man trying to keep it all together, or pretending he can. Thomas Reed is the outwardly stoic, proudly conservative father whose old-school values clash with a rapidly changing world and a family full of secrets. Once a respected high school principal, Thomas is now semi-retired, nursing a tarnished reputation after an undisclosed incident that the show teases out with delicious suspense. About the actor, Rayleigh, known for his riveting turn in Falling Empire, brings a quiet intensity and complex vulnerability to Thomas that's earned him early Emmy buzz. Caroline is equal parts Steel Magnolia and Desperate Housewife. She keeps the family running on home-cooked meals and white lies, always smiling through the cracks in her marriage and managing her kids' crises like a full-time job. A former beauty queen turned real estate agent, Caroline walks a fine line between traditional values and her own feminist reawakening. Izzy, 26, is the eldest Reed sibling and the black sheep turned reluctant heroine. A Brooklyn-based investigative journalist, Izzy is the first to challenge the Reed family's "everything's fine" narrative. When she returns home to report on a local scandal, she discovers that the story she's chasing is hiding in her own backyard. Think Erin Brockovich meets Gilmore Girls, but with way more family therapy. Perfect GPA, Ivy League bound, and always saying the right thing until he doesn't. Ethan is the youngest Reed child, adopted from China at 6 months old. His identity struggles, anxiety, and desire to be the model son form a rich emotional arc that's resonated with audiences across the board. Mark Jr., 31, is the eldest biological child and the one who got away, or was pushed away, A carpenter living out of a van, he returns after 5 years with a man bun, a dog named Kafka, and a grudge the size of Texas. His reunion with the Reeds is anything but smooth, but his quiet charisma makes him impossible to ignore. As Thomas's former colleague and the current principal of the local high school, Nia knows more than she lets on. She's sharp, ethical, and just nosy enough to be both ally and threat. Her scenes with Caroline are electric, equal parts friendship and fierce rivalry. Handsome, progressive, and media-savvy, Pastor Caleb is the spiritual leader of the town and a close friend of the Reed family, or is he? He's warm, thoughtful, and deeply flawed, struggling with hidden sins that could shatter his congregation. Fake the righteous gemstones, but make it Shakespeare. Popping in unannounced with a suitcase full of secrets and stories from her business trip, probably Vegas, Aunt Lizzie is pure chaotic good. Whether she's chain-smoking on the porch or giving Izzy career advice, she brings unexpected wisdom and comic relief.